5,000. You know, I think was that like less than like 3,000 or 2,000 were positive. Like massive lows. And so let's look at it. The people who make Overwatch porn work harder than the people who make Overwatch. Overwatch 2 has no respect for you. It's an attempt to pry open your wallet while masquerading as the game it used to be. I picked up the game in 2016 and was instantly hooked. While it retains its charming design, wonderful cast of characters, Overwatch 2 brought a few enormous fundamental downgrades that leave it critically flawed. Let me explain. Heroes in the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass itself, new approach to cosmetics, the PvE. Look, I don't think Overwatch 2 is the worst game ever, but I just think that, like I don't even think that the heroes in the Battle Pass is that big of a deal, because League introduces new heroes, and it's a free game, and you have to buy those. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't care. It's a free game, so I don't care. But number 2, the Battle Pass itself, I don't know. I mean,
we need each other.
Am I the only person who does?
So that reference.
Can't think of better company.
Just a place.
Doesn't care about battle passes one way or another. You don't get it.
Moving ahead.
Well, what do you mean I don't get it? Well, I mean, League of Legends, you have to buy characters in League, right? Is that not true?
What's hiding here?
It's massively different. How's it different? You can buy them with free currency. Well, what if you don't have any? New Overwatch characters are free, so then you have to grind. So then, well, yeah, then you have to buy it. I don't know, guys. I don't think the heroes in the Battle Pass is that big of a deal. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't. I'm sorry. I don't think it's that big of a fucking deal. I think that it's a free game.
More of those
you don't get it?
wretched
No,
things.
you've never played it. I did play it. I played it a lot. Grinding to buy every League character would take forever. No one does that. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't understand how this is a problem. It's preying on FOMO. Every game does that. Why is Overwatch? Like, I mean, is every single game bad? Sure, that's fine. But I feel like I don't see this energy in other games. It's just for Overwatch. People are only mad about Overwatch. They're not mad about the other games. Nobody, I never hear people complaining that, like, they come out and they spend money and get them. There's an alternate method. Yeah, that makes it a little bit better, but it's still fundamentally you have to spend money to get them. I don't see it that big of a deal. I don't see why. But why is it like nobody's saying I'm wrong, but nobody's saying why I'm wrong? Because it's nice. Stop showing. How am I wrong?
Vicious filth.
I don't get it.
Best keep some distance, so this will be a short fight.
It was achievable before, now it's just money. What's it? They made the game free, yeah. Why you're wrong, you switch heroes during the match to counter enemy heroes, and MOBAs you choose one hero and play it the whole match. So you think that because you have to change heroes throughout the match, then that makes it worse? I don't agree with that. I don't think so at all. I feel like you obviously have counter picking in League, right? I mean, if it's anything like Heroes of the Storm, yeah, I think you counter pick in those games too.
Concentrate.
Not mid-game? Well, who cares about mid-game? If somebody plays one character and then to buy the character, I mean, isn't that nice? I mean, I'd say that's even worse. It doesn't even make sense. Overwatch 2 in order to have your account stay up free, but technically not for people who never played Overwatch 1. Everything is worse for them. Well, if you never played Overwatch 1, how could it possibly be worse for you? Overwatch 1 because so like how is being able to play the game at all worse than not being able to play the game? The season pass forces you to levels into the hero before the battle pass launches, and League you got the currency and subscriber champion. It's different. Well, yeah, I would concede think that it's different enough for me to think that that one is Overwatch deserves this criticism, and every other game that does functionally the same thing doesn't. I'm sorry, I think it's ridiculous. I do. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Money to bypass the grind and
Another
crash
fight.
massively.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's better, but you can still spend money to get it also.
Is it too much to
How is it
bear?
hard to play competitively in a game that has, like, what, 40 champions versus over 100? That doesn't even make sense. But I don't know. Here's the thing, okay? Change your point from not different to very similar. Not different to... Wait, what? Okay, this is what my perspective is. I'm going to explain it, and then we're going to move on. Because obviously people cannot get past this. I don't think that it's a big deal that you have to buy
the
new
easy
heroes
path.
with the battle pass. I don't really care, because I think that other competitive games do that. Other competitive games do it in a slightly less annoying way, but it's fundamentally the same thing. And for some people that don't play the game a lot, they still spend money in order to get the characters, and so the same effect
Seems
is
like a
achieved.
good moment
How do we
to
know
laugh.
that? Because Riot makes a lot of money. So where do you think that money's coming from? It's coming from people buying the characters, let's be honest. So Overwatch having this same system, I don't really think is that big of a deal. I don't really care about this that much. Skins, you think they make all their money through skins and it's not people buying new characters? You really think that's it? How do you know that? Have they said that? Take a look at the store and the prices. Riot as a whole
What's in
department
here?
just to make skins. You think they don't have a whole department to make characters?
You drink since you know nothing of why, but you find a hot smell flittering across your suit. There is something.
I don't even know what to say. Like, everybody says it's true, so you're wrong, but why am I, where's the evidence that I'm wrong? It's a weird argument, though. I don't know. I feel like it makes a lot more sense that people are going to spend money to unlock a new character than to unlock a skin for a character that they already have. I bet they probably make a lot of money adding new characters. And also, if they didn't make any money adding the new characters, then why are they for sale? I just...
More of those
it
wretched
doesn't even,
things.
like, well then why is it there? You're missing the point. No, I'm not. What point am I missing?
What's next, I wonder?
In League, people do buy skins more than champions. How do you know that? Like, how do we know that? How is there any... They said it? It's obvious? What do you mean it's obvious? It's public info, though? Then show it to me. Let me see it. Well, anyway, I don't think that the heroes in the battle pass are a big deal, okay? I think that people are completely overblowing this. I think that a lot of the criticism for Overwatch 2, at least whenever it came out, is completely fucking unfounded. I think only Blizzard could make a game free and then take away loot boxes and people would somehow manage to turn it into an L. I think people are being completely fucking unreasonable about this. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And if any other company had done this, everybody would be happy. You guys that are saying L, the reason you're saying L is because there is no logical reason for why Overwatch actually works other than the game balance. And yeah, you can say you like the game balance better, sure, I think that's totally
Looking
fine.
ahead.
But to say that Overwatch 2 is a downgrade in any sort of an objective way doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I remember whenever Overwatch 1 was popular, and I saw teams full of, like, 4 tanks. Like, I watched Overwatch 1, the game was boring. So, yeah, I do think Overwatch 2 is better. Absolutely.
Vicious
Defending
filth.
Blizzard, and that's
Best
what
keep
it
them
comes down
distant,
to,
so
right?
this will be a short
Is
fight.
that a lot of these people that are rating it down, this is just the truth. And I'm going to be people that are mad. There's people that are mad
From here,
about this. I get it.
nothing
I
will
understand
stand
it.
in my way.
Everybody is pissed off about this. But guess what? I'm fucking right. Because if you think that any other developer could have taken a game and made it free to play, removed loot boxes from it, and the community wouldn't have turned it into a delusional. The reason why I'm getting shit on so much is number one, and again, I think that all of my defense of this game immediately doesn't matter whenever they got rid of the PvE. Like, we personally agree that there's no reason to play it. But the day that I made that decision was the day that they removed the PvE. Because Overwatch 2, there's no hype for the game, there's no excitement for the game, there's no reason to keep playing the game. But the way that Blizzard actually made the game worse with Overwatch 2, I don't really think makes any sense. And if somebody wants to call loot boxes, I don't think that you can make it. I don't think you can. I feel like there is never a point where a skin that is for sale is $50. I would much rather have a game that has skins for sale for $50 each than the game that has boxes. And yes, you're right. You could earn them in game, and it would be nice if Overwatch 2 had that system. But I am never going to consider a game changing its monetization structure from gambling to being able to buy the thing that you want, and I'm not going to consider that an L. You're fucking delusional. But if you think that this is a genuine L, it is a great decision. It is the actual only ethical thing I think Blizzard has ever done, and people somehow managed to turn it into something that was better. I think people are completely out of their fucking minds. They have no sense of logic or reason. And if it was being done by another company, everybody would they took a game that cost money and they made
Can't stay idle.
and then the people that had the game were able to port over all of their skins to the They got the first one free or some fucking shit like that. And then also the same hero structure that's in other games is also in this. That's completely wrong. Loot boxes were free. Well then why were they on the
Sometimes the
store?
only way out is through.
That makes sense to you. That's crazy. Haha! You're judging this based on principle, but reality is different than reality. There are like, listen, it's very simple. If a game has loot boxes, that's bad. Period. It's bad. Loot boxes you can spend money on is bad. Now, if Overwatch 1 only had loot boxes that you got from leveling up, then I would think that you guys are totally right. But the fact that you can buy the loot boxes means that you're fucking wrong. Because they wouldn't have put them in the game to buy if they weren't trying to take advantage of people that could simulate a gambling addiction. Because that's what loot boxes do. You play gotcha. I played Overwatch 1 and I played Overwatch 2. That's how I know. You're talking about the gambling in world politics. Well, I don't like loot boxes. I mean, it's not mental gymnastics to be right. No, there's nothing like this. You take a game, you make it free, and then on top of that, you go and you get rid of loot boxes. I think these are both really good things. The problem is loot boxes were liked more than the current dog shit system. When free-to-play gets shafted more, people have an issue with it. Well, then they should have taken the loot boxes out of the store. I would have been happy. I think that would have been okay.
I can crack that
but
open.
the truth is that I still think that it's better if you can buy skins on the store. I think skins are fucking stupid. I don't buy skins. I've had one skin for the entire game. I think the fixation and value proposition of them is dumb. I don't buy them really in any game unless it's like there's some sort of like fucking
in the
screen
grass.
element to it.
You can.
I think
I
people
was
are
hurt.
just being stupid about this. I would rather have skins in the stores for $50 than have a loot box system. That's
I
it.
saw
I just
what
think
did
one
you-
is more ethical
How
than
you
the
did-
other. I don't think that ever.
So,
This is
although,
again.
well, yeah,
This is a
Let's
principle.
see.
Okay, so some people might not like this. This is a principle that I have. I would rather you could go to the store. I don't think that a person should ever buy anything in a video game and not know exactly what they're getting. So if that is ever the case, I think it is consumer unfriendly, it is manipulative, and it is harmful to
Deep
the user.
grooves in the mud around that rock.
So if there is ever a situation that you can spend money on the game and you don't know what you're spending that money on, it is a fundamentally bad thing and it is also fundamentally gambling. So it doesn't matter how good the gambling system was, it's still a gambling system. And anything that's better than anything else, anything is better than a gambling system. I don't care if the system's $500. I'm not going to buy it. It doesn't matter. So please, explain to me how I'm wrong. Loot boxes are literally less predatory than the current battle pass. How do you think that how do you think that a battle pass is predatory? You think a battle pass is predatory? FOMO?
There. A mind flayer.
Okay, so then
It's
everything is
hurt.
predatory.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even
So
if in...
the thing is, everything is predatory. So then this is just a complete moot conversation. So every single thing, every single sale, every single time that a game is reduced in value, every single time that a battle pass in any game ever comes out, anytime, like, yeah, it's FOMO. Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Chat's falling hard. People are just so fucking delusional. Before you got way more expensive for the same amount of money. I think that's what people cry about, but not sure. Yeah. I mean, again, I think that they should add the loot box system into Overwatch. I think that would be great. But
Monster.
I'm still not going to
Death is too good for it.
that having a loot box. You had currency from loot boxes to buy specific skins, and it's very easy to get legendaries. I had every skin in the game without
Worth checking the supplies, maybe.
Okay, well, I'll read this one. Like, how is it
Approach the sigil on the stone.
past your experience to see that this
A hand? Anyone?
Why are people using their own personal anecdotes to prove a logical fact?
A bit
Like, they're trying to exclude like
insert-
almost 100 years of
most?
psychological
Oh,
like study and development. It's a variable reinforcement Skinner box. That's what they are. Every loot box is the same way. You're using your own anecdote? No, I'm not. There's no anecdote. This is a... do you really think it's an anecdote whenever... So is it gambling is addictive? Is that also an anecdote? I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, the bros think I'll read their comments, right? Super long paragraphs. It's just so dumb. I've never seen a shark in the
Get
sea.
rid
that
of
much.
We can't trust her.
That's it.
Her kin
That's
nearly
it.
got us killed when they attacked the North.
The thing is that a lot of people, again, people have convinced themselves that Overwatch 2 is bad, and I agree with them. I think it is bad.
Damn it.
Just not
Enough.
for the reasons that they think it is. And I'm not wrong about this. I'm not going to back down.
You've
I'm
got
not
one
going
chance.
to change
Join
my
me
language.
or
I
die.
think all the people that are arguing against this are just fucking stupid, and they have no point at all. And if you took any of these people and I actually brought them up and had them explain their perspective, they would immediately fall apart, just like everybody else who tries to type their caps lock, fucking, oh, I've got an argument, Asmund, I've got you, and it's just some person that barely knows how to speak English, and by the way,
If not
it's
over,
not their second
then
language
through.
either. Like, that's really what it is. So yeah, explain to me how does this make the game better? Well, it makes the game better from an ethical perspective. And the reason why it does is because it no longer has a tool to take advantage of people who are,
The things-
And if it is your
gambling
skull,
addicts
get rid of
or
them.
who potentially spend more money than what they would normally spend because they're unable to spend their money. So yeah, I think that it's just a massive ethical upgrade, and it's very commendable that Blizzard did that.
He's right. Let's go. You didn't hear it.
Credibility on this
Shook our caps good, so we came for a look.
Explain to me how
Northwest.
And be...
you're gonna get to represent
Enough
everybody.
gawking. Get me down.
Let's go. Explain to me what I said was wrong.
Observe.
You guys are gonna see. You're gonna
You'll
see.
hear
what's going
Robin
on.
before you see.
As you
Overwatch is
say.
fundamentally a game where you switch characters. By the way, plenty of people one-trick in Overwatch. I think a lot of people one-trick in Overwatch. It's extremely common. So it's just like... Okay. Not everyone? Not everybody
but the
one-tricks in other
okay.
games either.
Githyanki, the cure.
You see
You
how
are...
that works?
I...
Blocking the character is behind the paywall. Okay, so why is it locked in? Okay. It's not behind the paywall, you can get the character for free. In the battle pass, it just requires a grind. Wait, what? Wait, so you're telling me you can get the Overwatch character
I should speak up.
all of the new
be quick
Overwatch
about that.
characters for free just by playing the basic battle pass that you don't have to spend money from? Wait, so then it's exactly the same as League. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm not understanding this. Conversely, if League doesn't work because you can build up currency and buy new champions whenever they release. Okay. So what you're saying is that League is a little bit better, but it's still the same system. So you still have to, like, that's still the same problem. It's a lot better. I don't know. I feel like it's the same. You're still putting in the time. When the game came with updates letting you have the character for free, why would you monetize the character? Even when the battle passes gate and lock it behind pay, you can literally go into the practice range, like the skill shots type thing, the practice range, and they're all unlocked. The problem is they let you access competitive before grinding out all the heroes, then put your team at a disadvantage compared to someone who bought them all out.
Alright.
Can
Time
you
to skulk
access
about.
competitive if you don't have all the league characters? Can you do that? That means the business practices has taken away the main aspect of the game. The business practices has taken away the main. Oh my fucking god. Who else is wanting to never played League and compare stuff? From hearsay, it's bad take. Nobody is telling me how I'm wrong. The only thing anybody is telling me is that it's not as bad. Which I don't really think that's a very good argument. I don't. I really don't think that's a very good argument at all. I think they're both bad. Pull me up exactly why you're on and why Overwatch. Alright. We'll go through a couple more because people are very opinionated about this. Alright, go ahead. Explain, please. Please explain why Overwatch 1 players like it better. Alright, here we go. Let's go. Let's have this explained. People are sick and tired for Blizzard, so people get even more mad at everything stupid the company does. Yeah, and that's what it comes down to, right? And that's what I'm saying, right? This is not a logical conclusion. This is something that is this is like just an extension of people being mad at Blizzard. It's kind of like if, your significant other is already annoying you and then you get mad at them for something small, right? Or they get mad at you for something small. It wasn't really about that, but it's about everything else that led us to that. Nobody will be able to tell you you're wrong because you have to have an open mind, the possibility of being wrong.
Nice
Well,
and quiet.
I mean, how do I not have an open mind?
Dagger.
Like, I'm literally listening to people that disagree with me, and like, how is that not having an open mind? I feel like I'm very open about this. In Overwatch 1, people get all the stuff by playing the game. Same thing you speak for in MMOs. All that stuff should be obtainable by playing and not by bond. You can get 100 more loot boxes just by playing the game in weeks. Why would that matter? Like, I don't understand. So, like, for example, okay, so, like, theoretically, if you had loot boxes in World of Warcraft, and you could buy them, or you could farm the mount out yourself, and the loot boxes had mounts in them, would that be good? I don't think this makes sense. You can really buy 50 plus the boxes in the store. Yeah, refresh. Second, you could bypass loot box RNG system and straight up buy the skin with the coins you get by playing the game. So, okay. Let me ask you a question.
Does this count as adventuring?
Do loot boxes simulate
No
gambling?
time for mercy.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
How about you can't get anything for free? It's really viable. Yeah. That's cool. Because they're angry at Blizzard. And so they're not thinking rationally. And that's why I have to lead them to the light. This is my duty and my responsibility. And people hate me for it, but it is what people need, not what they want. Yes, there is a difference between gambling with real money and getting random prizes by playing the game and spending $0 on it.
That's wonderful.
Do you view... Okay, that's fine. I agree with you. Obviously, is more gambling than buying loot boxes. But why? Okay, this person, again, they said yes. Obviously, loot boxes are gambling. Okay. So, do you think that the game is more ethical? Or sorry, actually, better question. Do you think having loot boxes in video games that you can purchase with real money is ethical? And it doesn't matter, like, oh, if you can buy them...
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Is it ethical to have loot boxes in a video game that you can purchase for real money?
Let's finish this.
All right.
Okay, so the argument is that
Got to move.
it was fun. Yeah, I mean, I think that people. Okay. Is it ethical to have? All right. You asked why people defend loot boxes because you didn't need to purchase them and you could earn everything for free. You don't need to purchase, so... But, like, can't you make that argument with any game, like Lost Ark? Can't you make that argument with, like, Honkai Star Rail? That, like, there's a lot of free-to-play players that have... Battle passes aren't ethical either. Battle passes are completely ethical. There's nothing wrong. It's absolutely 100% ethical, and there's no way you can argue that. Oh, no, I'll get to that. I'll get to this other stupid opinion. No, it's okay, guys. It's fine. That's okay. I'll get to you. No, it's okay. We'll get to that next. Is loot boxes ethical? I never bought loot boxes, so gambled, so no idea. I bought battle passes. Only full games with content horrible in game, or single player games like Larian or Obsidian. But that's actually like not really true, right? Because like you could make that argument for any pay-to-win game. Is that like if you play a free-to-play, is it not? I don't understand that. So no, but like, is it ethical? So no idea. So you don't know if loot boxes are ethical in video games or not? You're not. You don't even know if they're ethical or not. Because this is it's a pretty simple question. Language stars. I think it's unethical to make people obtain skins by spending money. You could obtain skins by
Close at hand.
okay, English, yeah, no, it's not a big deal. Well, no, like, that's not really what I'm asking, though. Like, what I'm asking is that, do you think that having boxes in video games is that you provide? It's a very simple question. Is it unethical or not? Why is this so? I don't think this is a complicated question. Maybe I'm not explaining it well. I think that I am. Best argument's Valorant. Literally no one complains about its monetization. Its characters are locked behind a paywall and the skins are expensive. Let's see. If loot boxes are fun and give you tons of rewards for free, they're fine. If loot boxes are money, no. But so aren't battle passes. So are you telling me that battle passes are not ethical? Are you going to make that argument? And also, actually, before we get into that, let's go ahead and let's not get to that yet.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Based off of that logic, then the monetization system that Overwatch 1 had was unethical. The loot boxes cost money, then no, they're not ethical. And the loot boxes cost money in Overwatch 1. So then now that the monetization structure of Overwatch 1 was unethical, but they were also free. You can get owning crystals in Lost Ark for free by playing the game too. You can make that argument for any game. Dev shoving battle passes full of stuff you don't care about, so you pay for 20% you like only. Okay, so what about that is unethical? I don't understand. This is a base case. I'm astonished that so many people
Still breathing, despite everything.
What's unethical about it?
How much further can I go?
Into it, they know what they're buying. Do you know what you're buying whenever you get a battle pass? Do you know what you're buying or
in the
not?
dark.
Yes. Do you get what you pay for whenever you get the battle pass? If you play the game, yes. If you play it. But that is explained to you. But keep in mind that that is explained to you before you make the purchase. Is that correct? So the buyer goes into the battle pass with full knowledge of what buying that battle pass entails. So then what about that is unethical? Parties engage in something that's mutually understood, a transaction is made, the understanding of what the transaction will be understood by both parties at a time before the transaction is made. Nobody is being fooled, nobody is being misled, there's no sense of false advertising, there's no gambling system, there's nothing here. There's nothing unethical about battle passes at all. This is completely unreasonable and it doesn't make any sense. Overwatch 1 2, why people are angry and sad isn't just about the game. Imagine all skins in WoW would be dollar shop only and all half of the year. Yeah, I don't have to imagine that. Unethical. Devs
One day I'll catch a break.
that you could obtain by playing the game and then shove it into the battle pass. I never said I bought any of these though. I
don't fancy their chances.
Overwatch 1, purely a policy of money. Only worst take so far. Nobody can prove this wrong. Nobody can prove this wrong. People are just making up bullshit. He just did? No, he can be right. He can be right that Overwatch 1 was more fun, and he liked the loot boxes more. He can 100% be right about that.
Wonder if the gods are watching
But
me.
you know what? It doesn't matter. New ethical battle pass feels more unethical than unethical loot boxes in Overwatch 1. I wonder why casinos don't just sell people battle passes then. The point he's trying to make is part of the skill expression in terms of macro decision making is being correct. It's the fundamental difference. For example, I think that obviously you're going to play different champions based off of what the other people play, right? I think that's the same for anything. I understand, like, listen, I want you guys to for this conversation of whenever people say Hasmon doesn't, it doesn't stick like this. I think everybody that's disagreeing with me in this chat is completely fucking delusional. I think they have no logic to what they're saying. And if you actually explore the idea of boxes, you know for a fact that the obviously there's like scientific studies on this. It's not even a question. So people that are saying that I'm wrong about this, whenever anybody ever fucking says that I only have the general opinion, right? I only say the common sense opinion. It was unethical but more rewarding. You're right.
Time to press
You're
ahead.
absolutely right. Logic, you got mad. That way, disagreeing with one with an adult. What real logic did I use? Give me a minute. Let's go ahead. Go ahead. Explain it to me. You got a new person. Always trying to happy to discuss things. You have to refresh more often to actually see what applies. So what logic did I okay. What is the logic? I'm getting smoked by logic. I ask you what the logic is. Then you say the logic you're reading.
Something different.
The entire thing is open-minded. Casinos literally sell a form of a battle pass. The battle pass system locks content and nearly forces players to spend money to access the content. So casinos literally sell a form of battle pass. Yeah, can you please explain that? Like, whenever you... Isn't this exciting? You aren't getting why the player base is upset? No, not really. Well, I am. Like, I mean, you don't see me playing Overwatch 2 anymore, do you? You know why? It's because Blizzard gave up on it. Why should I care about Overwatch?
Light on my
Blizzard
feet.
doesn't care about Overwatch. Casinos have always sold a subscription system at the casino. You earn things at the casino by spending Do you think that against rewards programs like Best Buy? Do you think that I consider that unethical? So explain what he's trying to say. So he's saying that casinos have what is effectively a loyalty system. Have loyalty systems. DoorDash has loyalty systems. Like many companies have them. So what I'm saying here is that a loyalty system is the same thing as a battle pass. Do you think that, like, whenever I'm talking about casinos in a negative light, do you think that I'm talking about the loyalty system, or do you think that I'm talking about the slot machines? DoorDash is gambling too? Sometimes you don't get your shit? Yeah, exactly. That's actually true. I happily want loot boxes in Overwatch 2. A reward system where you have to spend money to get those rewards is literally the same as battle passes. It's the same system. Because battle passes, you know exactly what you're going to get, and whenever you buy a loot box, you don't know what you're going to get. Compare a casino loyalty program. This is actually what I mean whenever I'm criticizing casinos, is so completely dishonest. I'm actually amazed that I'm reading it. You actually brought up the problem that I had with casinos, and you think the casino battle is why I think this is bad? Every single company has all of those like battle passes. I don't know, like, well, not really, because you do spend money to get on part of them. So yeah, I guess they kind of are. No, they're not. If you think everything like that is predatory, then you should just be against advertising in general. Advertising is literally it's designed to make you buy something you weren't naturally going to buy, therefore preying on some person, some type of emotion. They either make an appeal to safety, they make an appeal
Time to push my luck again.
like a sex appeal, like this hot girl drinking a Coca-Cola. All advertising fundamentally because it's built off of the nature of getting a person to do something that they would not otherwise do by using tools and resources that are oftentimes, and I would say 90% of times, not actually related to the Why are there polar bears drinking Coke? Because it looks cute.
No one stopped me yet.
And you don't with loot boxes, you know what content is in the game and what you have a chance of getting.
Very well.
So you know what you have a chance of getting, and that's the same thing as knowing what you are getting. So now gambling isn't, it's no longer gambling, because if you gamble, there's a chance that you could win $1 million. And because you know that you could win $1 million, that means that it's not gambling. I never said why that's why you think it's bad. I'm explaining why I think it's bad. I don't speak for you. You clearly did. Whenever you said that the logic, I got smoked by real logic, then you explain what the real logic is. And the real logic is actually your opinion on loot boxes in Overwatch 1, and the fact that you found them more personally enjoyable than Overwatch 2. So there actually wasn't ever any logic to it to begin with. This is your personal opinion of the situation,
Hope
and
your
it had
soul is in
absolutely
good hands.
nothing to do with the actual system. And then whenever you say what you really think, it's just as stupid as everybody expected it to be. How sad.
In
I don't know what to say. Dialogue didn't answer a question. Why Overwatch 1 currency, which you can pick any exact skin that you can get for free. So the reason why I didn't explain that, okay. So let's say you buy a lottery ticket. Most of the time, actually there are lottery tickets. Like theoretically, if you bought a lottery ticket and you always won at least a penny, right? So let's say you always win a penny. would the lottery somehow become ethical? Because if the only thing that determines whether something is ethical or not is whether there's a return or not, so you would have to argue that anything that gives you a return would be ethical. Because what you're saying is that because there's a currency that you can convert to, then it is still ethical because you can work towards it in an aggregate, which is partially true, and I would say it's better than not. Like, the system was definitely better than before, but it is still fundamentally gambling. Like, because you are buying something and you don't know what you're buying. Being unethical was not the point. Well, I think it is. So the reason why it's the point for me is because I was making the argument that I think that Overwatch 2 is an improvement because it's more ethical. And I said that if any other company had done this, I think that it would be viewed much more positively. I also categorically dislike gambling.
Some rest is better than none.
I play a lot of games with gambling mechanics. I did yesterday. So it's not like I don't play them at all, but
Maybe
I
I should.
recognize that they're bad. Like whenever I
This
drink
is
a
good.
soda, I know I'm not drinking water, but I'm not going to tell you that it's healthy either. There's like a Happy Meal with a random toy, but you can also pick a toy you want with all the points. Yeah. For sure. But like, this is why Overwatch 1 is different than the average loot boxes we're talking about, and we all know nowadays. So, you didn't need to buy anything. You could
Still on my feet.
by finding the game that you bought. Only the game.
Into the bloody fray.
You didn't need to buy anything. Yes, you did. You had to buy the game. So you bought the game. I have no problem. Listen. I have really no problem at all with a game with RNG mechanics. The problem that I have is whenever a game's RNG mechanics can be advanced. It's that simple. Like, for example, a mount drop is fine. A loot box that you can get a mount out of is not fun. It's that simple. Why can't you buy a battle pass after it's expired? Why are the cool things locked at the end? It preys on artificial scarcity. It's unethical because Blizzard artificially makes it hard to obtain what you want from a pile of shit. So you think that battle passes are unethical because they go away? I think that's
Patched up.
like I
Pushing
don't
on.
really think so. So personally, what I consider something to be unethical, this is how I determine whether
Just out
something
of
is
view.
unethical, right? Is whether both parties who agree to do something are in full understanding of what they are agreeing to do and what
can't
that
waste
money
any more
will
time.
return. So, for example, if you buy something from the store, you know what you're buying, right? You're buying a banana. You're buying like a shirt or something like that. You know exactly what you're going to get. You spend the money.
Still
you get
breathing,
you get the item.
despite everything.
I think that if at any point you don't know what you're buying, you are entering into grounds of unethical behavior. Now, is this the case every single time? Probably not, but I think usually it is. So, for example, with a battle pass, the individual and the user knows, they know what they're buying, they know how they can get it, and they know how long it's going to last. So they have all tools and all resources to make a completely informed decision before they make the purchase. And none of those tools and resources are obscured from them, hidden from them, or are using any form of psychological manipulation. Of course, you could say FOMO, but you could say FOMO with any sale for any game. I feel like if you, like a Skinner box is so different than FOMO. I think FOMO is just, it's such a ridiculous thing to say. It's psychological. Really? So they don't tell you in the battle pass? They tell you in the battle pass? Understand that? No, I don't. Committed players are mad because the Overwatch 1 was more their long term and Overwatch 2 is not. Also, any loot box system now hidden. Make any loot box system period. I'll read a couple more of this and then we're going to move Overwatch 1 gave you 10 loot boxes. Deal, but they gave you enough loot boxes. You could always get them for free. True, that's why they took an extra money. Overwatch 1, there was no need to spend boxes. Well, if there's no need to spend money on boxes, then why would they put boxes in the store? Overwatch 1 was famous. Kirby 1 was famous and fun games. First of all games are rewarding, not ethical. You call a policy ethical if you're playing. You call it unethical. And you call a policy ethical if you get 0 rewards by playing. Well, let me read the second part. If it has loot boxes, but don't need them since everything else is free. Yes, I think you need. I think that if they exist and if they are present, it is unethical. It is fundamentally. And if it was not designed to stay on I think that you would be completely right. But the fact means that they are designed and they are made in a way to take advantage of people. Like it just because it's more ethical, even though it's not.
No choice but to keep going.
Nice. It's not about whether people like it or not. That's completely fine. But this is just my opinion on it. This is why the argument is my and I personally think that I think in all games not have loot boxes and all games multi-star rail. I think if you just buy pop gun on a store for $100, I would consider that, and you can spend money to get extra specs. I would consider that infinitely more ethical, and I would think that was much better for it's much less manipulative. And this again
Catch my breath.
principle that I have. And people answers to like just principles like, oh well, I like this, it's a lot of fun. Okay, good for you. I don't. Just be like there are people I've had enough people trying to duel me today, okay? We could go I've made my extremely weird. And you know what the worst part about this whole thing is that I actually agree with the overall, but I just think people are being stupid. I'm being unnecessarily argumentative because I think people are getting into a hive mind of something that doesn't
These
make a lot of
boots have
sense.
seen everything.
What should I do?
I think that people's concerns about the heroes and the battle passes and the currency and removing loot boxes, I think these are founded, they're fucking delusional, and they're stupid. That any game that removes loot boxes is fundamentally better than any game that has loot boxes, just on an absolute baseline. Take out the fun. People love to gamble on casinos, it doesn't matter. I understand to gamble. I don't think that it should be in any video game. Many games that are advertised even to children have gambling. They are a gateway to gambling as an adult. And there's no reason for them to be in video games. So that's what it is. So categorically, any game that has loot boxes is a bad game because of them. Do I still play them? Yes. But I play them acknowledging that they are bad because of the existence of loot boxes. So I think that Overwatch 2 is an upgrade. People might disagree with that, but that is my opinion. It's not going to change just because somebody gives me their it's not going to matter. Completely right. And nobody can 2 hours now trying to like refute me and it. So again, people just pissed, they think it's fine. Yeah, I get it. It's amazing to me that you need to explain this. You're right. The reward system is not fun. That's just you being stubborn. Well, I'm not being stubborn. See, every single person. And if I think I'm right, I'm not being stubborn because truth isn't a democracy. So just because everybody else is stupid doesn't mean that I also have to be stupid. So it doesn't matter to me if every single other person in the world disagrees with me. Because I know time will prove me to be right.
You picked the wrong
Like
fight,
all
friend.
the other things.
Breathe deep
And
and move.
completely confident in that. And nobody is going to make me feel unconfident. Nobody's going to make me feel like apologize. Because I know that I'm right.
I'm ready.
Prove me right, just like it always is. And I'm not sorry. It's ridiculous. And you know what
Time
else
to
I
deal some punishment. On my way.
I do. I think closed-minded, you dodge everything. I'm not closed-minded. Whenever people present an argument that's insufficient, I don't. I change my mind about plenty of things. I just don't change my mind over something that I don't think is logical. Because you disagree with me doesn't mean I'm entitled to. You're entitled to have me agree. Zach, I'm kidding. I just want
Blood
to.
comes easy these days.
Your takes as an IP lawyer myself.
Time for some
Well,
bloody
you
work.
might have some 19-year-old catboy gamers who are going to tell you bad take because they like loot boxes. So yeah, be careful, man.
Haste.
Be careful. So here's why Overwatch 2 is actually a fucking joke, and why Blizzard should be ashamed of themselves. Okay? It has nothing to do with the loot boxes. It's got nothing to do with the skins, and it's got nothing to do with the price of the game. It has everything to do with the fact that the reason why they sold people Overwatch 2, and I think this is unethical, I think it is at least questionably unethical, is that they sold packages for Overwatch 2 that had skins in them, and people bought them, and they spent money in the game with the promise that the PvE, you know, the entire thing that Overwatch 2 was supposed to be, was going to be in the game. So imagine it's like you're buying a house. So let's say somebody's going to build an island, okay? Like they're going to build an island. I think Dubai tried this at this. They go and they build an island, and you buy a house on the island. And you know what? You think, man, I can't wait to have this house. It's going to be nice, and it's going to be really fun to be in this house in this special island. And then the person who's going to build the island just says, guys, look, building islands is hard. And we thought about this a lot, and we just decided
Heading there.
so a lot of people bought skins, and they bought battle passes, and they bought different types of heroes in Overwatch 2 on the hope and the promise that and Overwatch was going to be a renaissance and a reinvigoration of its development. Because that was the promise that people were given for years. And that, I think, could be a little bit unfair. Also, I think that a lot of the systems in the game are garbage. Like, for example, Greyhawks, his hooks, suck now. They used to be really good. You could hook somebody and do some fucking geometry shit and get them immediately. Now you can never do. Whenever you start getting attacked, it puts a yellow thing around your character screen and you can't get rid of it. There are so many light effects in the game. Somebody said it gave them a seizure by playing it. Why are you not able to turn these off? These are UI effects that occur in the game that you're no longer, you're not able to turn off because they make it harder to see. I don't understand why this is. It's just pointless, unnecessary friction, stress, difficulty, and it's unfun and chaotic in a way that's not enjoyable. And also, another big problem with Overwatch is the fact that the entire game is built off of the same fucking paradigm. 5v5, and that's it.
Let's see
They
what
add
this
the
does.
push point, and that's kind of nice, I guess. But at the end of the day,
No longer.
I just don't think
No
it's
handle.
enough.
Enough sitting
There's no
around.
sensory
Let's go
saturation.
hurt
Yeah, for
someone.
anybody who's not
No
on
longer.
fucking,
No handle.
you know, like
How does it open?
50 milligrams, 100 milligrams of Adderall, I'm gonna say it's a little bit different. Works for CS? No. Oh yeah, I think it does work for CS because CS has been around for 20 years. It's been balanced the exact same. It's got a consistent audience and everybody either likes it or they don't. That's the difference. With Overwatch, the team changed all the time. This is a free fight with everyone. It got harder because they think you're being smug about it. Oh, about being smug? Of course I'm smug about it because I know I'm right. And everybody always hates a person. Over here! I understand. We got company! I know, everybody hates a person who can be confidently wrong. But you know what? I'm not confidently wrong. I'm right.
Nothing
And
will
again,
stand in my way.
I'm not sorry, and I'm not going to evidence that this proves
I speak, they burn.
which hasn't happened.
Men can't.
Died the day that they said they weren't going to do PvE. Anybody who is still I feel sorry for them. Blizzard as a whole, I think I personally think that
Can't
they don't
stay
really know
idle.
what the problem is.
You fight well.
And the reason
Perhaps
why I
our
think
survival
that
isn't such a
is
distant
because
prospect.
Overwatch is a shit.
Time
Diablo
to
4
press
is
ahead.
a joke whenever you compare it to how is it that campaign bosses in Lost Ark are more well designed than Uber Lilith.
No more prayers.
It's
Only
pathetic.
dust and
The game
silence.
spends 9 years in development, and after all
Who
of
this
that
press
time,
for?
you fight the Tomb Lord.
Normally the patron god is obvious.
Pathetic.
Not here.
Like it's I don't even know what to say. I cannot even believe that it happened. I still want to finish the game so I can quit it a winner. But goddamn, I think I'm gonna quit it a loser if I beat it. We still have BlizzCon's announcement for the future of WoW. Yeah. And so, World of Warcraft recently nerfed their last most difficult fight, Starcraft on Mythic, by changing the color
Still
of some of
me.
the effects.
Even after everything.
And so this is the way that Blizzard designs games. And you know why? It's because every good designer works at a company that doesn't have a reputation for
Better
stealing
not
dress.
be cursed.
Because nobody wants to work at a company like that. That's just the truth.
No handle. How does it
The
open?
reputation that Blizzard used to have, well, they used to have it. Why would somebody who is a top of their class, like, genius fucking designer, want to go and work at Blizzard whenever they could work
You
at
do not
Riot?
recognize the language on the plaque.
You know what? They could work at another soul-sucking, soul...
That might be worth a look.
Pragmatic, making casino games. They could go work at Ubisoft. Well, actually, yeah, they had the same problem. Bad example there. You know, anywhere else, basically, Amazon, right? Because at Blizzard, not only do you get shit on publicly, but on top of that, it seems like the company's run by a bunch of clowns. So yeah, MiHoYo is actually a very good place. Yeah, but they still make pay-to-win games, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? Is that, like, I think for a lot of people, the value proposition
No time
of
to
working
rest.
for Blizzard, oh, and then you get paid less money.
This
so
place
it's
wasn't
there.
built for the living.
But yeah, everybody is downvoting Overwatch. People don't like it. Something again. I think that the reason why I would not recommend... I think you should try Overwatch if you haven't. Maybe you'll like it.
What's
I have friends that
inside?
play it a lot. I have actually a friend, Jeff's in the top 500 on Overwatch. And so I get it. I know people really like the game. However, I'm going to be honest. I think they kind of killed the game by saying that they weren't going to compete. Like, any excitement, and I actually really did like the world of Overwatch, but any excitement that I had immediately, like, went down the drain whenever they did that. Gameplay-wise, it's fun. It's very fun to play for 10 hours a day for a week and never play again. That's the best way for you to play Overwatch. Or at least that's the way that I played Overwatch. So yeah. The only good thing about Overwatch is the porn. Yes.
Come on.
Contrary to what DeviantArt would lead you to believe, Tracer is actually a I know people actually tell the opposite. It turns out that it's not true if you read the lore. But obviously that doesn't really matter, right? You're still gonna just...
Armed scribes.
But
But
yeah.
no sign of a struggle.
Anyway, food a lesbian? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm sure there's plenty of that.
I wonder what was so
Anyway,
subversive about their words that it commanded
please
protection.
add sex. Well, there we go. Okay, so anyway, guys, now we have, whenever I first opened up this thing, we started this conversation, it was 25,000 reviews. Now it is 27,000 reviews. So overall, you know, their, what do you want to call it? Like their release on Steam has not gone well. Let's just say that. It has not gone well. Oh, it's at 30K now? Well, there you go. So, sex with a Doomfist would be so cool. Bringing me back to 2019, this game is actually fun. Yep. This is a positive one. Let's read this one.
Something good here.
Who is Winton
I hope.
Overwatch? For the blind, he is the light. For the hungry, he is bread. For the sick, he is the cure. For the sad, he is joy. For the poor, he is the treasure. For the debtor, he is forgiveness. So, I don't really know what that has to do with Overwatch, but this guy
Looks like
thought he'd
someone
give the
wanted to
positive
bury their
review,
secret.
thumbs up in the game. So that's nice, right? Yeah, there you go.
This
That's a
book is
yeah,
far
yeah,
lighter
exactly.
than it should be with such a
And,
massive
anyway,
lot.
people are not happy about this at all. They're very upset about Overwatch, and I don't really see why they do. I think, again, Overwatch sold skins on a lie. I think that they did. I think that a lot of people, like, if Blizzard...
As the
I'll tell you
lockout was
this.
once script is now an
Do you
obliterated
think, here's
school.
very basic,
You have a
do you
sense
think
these are gods
that
entirely.
people would have bought skins? Do you think that more people or less people would have bought skins if they announced the day that Overwatch 2 came out that there wasn't going to be anything? If people knew that from the beginning, would there be more people buying skins or less people buying skins? Yes. So this is another instance of people buying something on a promise that wasn't true. So this goes back to, again, what I was saying about both parties entering into an agreement
What to do.
where everybody has full knowledge of what's happening, but then one party doesn't have it, so it becomes unethical, right? So it's kind of crazy how it just is completely fucking consistent. So, yes, I'm not surprised about this. It's very sad, but yes, there we go. Like making
A strange coin.
I don't know.
I wonder
Check
what
the
it's
Steam
worth.
chart for Overwatch 2 right now? Sure, let's check the Steam chart. Let's see how many people are playing Overwatch 2.
Must be on my way.
Sure. This must be
That's
ancient.
a lot. 50,000.
That might be worth a look.
That's about 50,000 more than I had expected. And it's still going up. It's only on Steam, too. Wow. Wow. Because there's a new update? Yeah, let's see what happens in a couple of days.
as my feet can carry me. A strange coin. I wonder what it's worth.
Can't say I recognize him.
Something over there. Held. Something just woke up down here.
Yeah, that's why I took all the weapons.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
How fools these mortals be.
One second. Okay.
Creator. Destroyer.
That's a very interesting.
Let's play. Let me recite their demise. Love comes easy these days. Another step forward.
What should I do? On my way. Take fuel. Take fuel.
closer, Death. Death won't take me yet.
I'm ready. Heading there.
You sleep.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Got to concentrate. On I go.
This will do nicely.
Well, so much for peace. Have to keep going.
Let's finish this.
Very well.
Have to keep going. Bleed for me.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Let's end this. Got to move.
On my way.
Got to focus. On I go.
Film that one later.
No time to dally. This way.
Take you. A welcome rest.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone.
A lot of it. Now, wilt thou answer my... So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? In death that we will...
I'll take this way.
He's kind of fucked.
Off we go then.
Anything of use? A lot of... What? Now, I have wilt thou answer? So, I ask again, that we will... How long has it been?
With haste. Careful, I'm behind.
Where?
There. A trap. Someone doesn't want this. A quick rummage. Traps. How considerate.
get going. Moving in.
Looks like it's not.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Down first.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Indulging Ceramorphosis. They need to go on. I take it they any
One day I'll catch a break. I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
There is work to do. No time for Danny.
Keep your distance, Doug. Over here.
No rest for the wicked, I see. Right away. All's well that ends. Oh, not as bad as it could have.
Onward then.
A long way from Waterdeep. Still alive. So that's progress. Light on my feet.
open up! Watch out!
Let's go.
Every last one of you!
Have to keep going.
chances. Keep guessing.
This is pretty hard to fight.
One can't always be a gentleman. Can't slow down. A rough tempest I will raise. Need to find a way forward. All doom.
That open!
Damn.
Where is that bastard?
On my way. Damn vermin.
Cannot! You led them straight to us, and you let them take the truth. He's right. What?
The human's eye.
Should no one leaves my people out cold.
What the goblins with the same vigor he had for that teaser.
Let's get in and out. What to take? Don't waste a step. Very well.
The gates. Apprenticeship.
There's no time to waste.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
What are we here?
No time to rush.
We don't even know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You would choose strangers over us. I'll not. Can we?
What? These.
Or yell louder. That's fine too. She's right.
Thank you, Roland.
I'll give it a shot.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Oh, I have the magic touch. Don't touch me. Step quick. Time for discretion. Let's have a lunch.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress, and we're no warriors.
Arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Can't keep Gotham out forever. This is no fortress without warriors.
Welcome, You'll be coming. Stay low.
All right. What now? Can't slow down.
Someone's been rifling through the wrong pocket. You quickly... This it would be. You stare at the body before you. You have no idea what just happened. The swirling.
Watch the shadows.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Let's see what I can glean.
I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, because it is my calling, as thou...
Which way to the nearest library? With ease.
I shall be here in thy camp, as thou...
Can't afford to stay idle.
Looking ahead.
Well, hello.
No one stopped me yet.
My faith will guide me.
Charmed, I'm sure.
My faith protects me.
Trust me.
What's next?
What's up for discussion?
We meet. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. Be assured there are many answers to that. Correct. No. For a mere pittance of coin, I most willingly, forsooth. Suspicion always. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will. Very well. Impossible. Thy party is full.
One of these is just grid from that grid. What?
Next, I wonder.
What to do?
Goblins, gnomes. So many ways to die.
That's fun. Oh shit. What's this? Shit. Fuck.
Shit! Oh!
We're exposed now.
Long way to go still.
What a day. Let's move.
Very, very quiet. A very pocket.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Pretty sure you can get them easily. But,
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors. could at least make a run for it. Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors. The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors. waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors. The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.